Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. We are approaching the Season 4 Reloaded update here in Warzone, Cold War, and Modern Warfare, and as the name implies, it is the biggest update of the season outside of the launch update in general. This is the mid-season update basically for Season 4, and it looks to bring quite a few changes to the game. We're talking new content, we're talking gameplay changes, and likely a few surprises as well. And today we're going over everything we currently know about the Season 4 Reloaded update, what content it'll be bringing to the games. So as we break it all down today, if you enjoy the video at any point, let me know by dropping a like on it. Let's go for a like goal today. Don't really do these all that often, but let's see if we can cross 3,500 likes on this video. And of course, if you're new here or if you haven't already subbed, this is the place to be for everything going on in COD, news, updates, tips, everything like that. So feel free to subscribe, that way you can always stay up to date. Also, want to give a quick shout out to Scuff. I've been using Scuff controllers since way back in the day, like MW3 days, and they've completely changed how I play Call of Duty. And now in Warzone, my Scuff impact has even more of an impact on my gameplay than ever. If you ever want to pick up a controller for yourself or maybe for a friend, WhosImmortal has got you covered with that nice discount. Anyway, of course, since this is the mid-season update, it'll basically be adding in and or prepping the remaining content that we have for Season 4 to span across the second half of the season. So, while we may not see all of the remaining roadmap content go live right away on day one when the update drops, it'll still add in like the prep files for all of it. So, we may see some leaks actually spring out of this whole mid-season update for the content that'll be coming as we wrap up Season 4. But of course, being that this is the Reloaded update, there is going to be a lot of content available once the patch is actually released. And starting first with the cross-title content, so all the stuff that'll be available for Warzone and Cold War. We know we have the Weaver operator set to debut in season. Gregory Weaver is of course an icon in zombies, and considering we have Mauer der Toten dropping with the Reloaded update, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Weaver added into the store as a new operator bundle right alongside the launch of the Season 4 Reloaded patch. But at the same time, the operators each season kind of release randomly, so he may not be dropping right away and instead could be coming like a week or 2 weeks after the update goes out. We should know more for sure though once we end up getting like the whole Reloaded roadmap in the coming days. Now, we do also have some new weapons dropping in season, of course. This is what I would say is the prime content because, yeah, operators and maps and whatnot are cool and they're a nice way to freshen things up, but the weapons I would say are the biggest draw every single season. And in Season 4, we currently have two unreleased weapons, the Ots9 Smg, then also the mace melee weapon. Now the mace is, well, pretty self-explanatory. It's just a mace that you can swing at people, and either get a hefty lunge and kill them and realize how lucky you just got, or you're gonna swing and get no lunge when you should have, and it'll become kind of annoying. It's a 50-50 toss-up, really. Now the Ots9 Smg has a brief description from Call of Duty. They say, boasting great stopping power and a phenomenal rate of fire, the OTS is hindered only by its low magazine capacity of 20 rounds. Those who control its recoil well will find it can work well in individual engagements, and with available magazine attachments, it holds its own in squad fights. Now obviously, anything that has 20 rounds as a base is not going to be like top of the top meta, right? The base weapon to me seems like it'll be a whole lot like the nail gun, really good up close for solos or duos or even like on Rebirth Island, for instance. But after you level it up and max it out and get all the attachments and whatnot, and you can actually increase that ammo count per magazine, then it'll be more optimal in trios and quads, so on and so forth. So, there's not telling how much more ammo you'll be able to get out of the various magazine attachments. Hopefully we see something like a 45 round mag at the least to really allow it to be optimal for team-based fights. If we don't have anything major like that, this could be a pretty niche weapon and really only usable in the solos mode, in the duos mode, maybe then over on Rebirth where most of your fights are up close and personal. Now, as far as the Warzone exclusive content and updates go, this is where we don't have a ton of official information. Mainly, everything that is officially confirmed is cross-title content, whereas anything specifically Warzone related is more of rumors, so we don't really know for sure what could be happening with any of the following updates, so just take all of this with a grain of salt. But considering we have a new zombies map coming to Cold War with this update, it's very possible we may finally see zombies camos added into Warzone. Back prior to the whole Cold War integration, we were told they'd be coming at some point in the future. And then also, the last time we heard about them was back from a pre-brief press event prior to Season 3, where Raven said they were still working on bringing Dark Ether and the other zombies camos over to Warzone, and they did not have an ETA as to when they could be coming. At this point, though, it's pretty much just a guessing game. It's totally possible they come with the Season 4 Reloaded update, but by no means is that a confirmed update. It's equally possible we don't see them for, another season at least. Now, another rumor going around for the second half of Season 4 is some kind of Call of Duty 2021 reveal event. Prior to Season 4 dropping, we got a leak saying there's been some files updated recently that reference a new reveal event coming in-game, and it'd make the most sense, obviously, for said event to be about COD 2021. However, there really isn't a time frame that's detailed for this, whole leak and for this whole event. But going off the time that the update actually happened in-game to those specific files, the end of Season 4 or the start of Season 5 would be the most likely time frame for that event to take place. Again, though, I think we're going to have to wait and see if the roadmap mentions anything about this one, but that's another possibility for the time being. We do have one official confirmation for Warzone specific content, though, and that is the Payload game mode, and Call of Duty sort of previews this one as well. They say, in Payload, you and 39 other operators drop in to escort 2 caravans of vehicles through a series of checkpoints, or you try and sabotage the mission. Build or destroy barriers and purchase buildings to aid in your squad's mission, and be sure to collect any contracts you find around Verdansk, as they will lead to success. So to me, this is basically like the war mode from World War II pushed into Warzone. If you remember that back from World War II, is basically like its own special mode. It had specific maps for it. It was pretty cool, so it'll be pretty interesting to see it added into Warzone and sort of just see how that plays. Then we get into the Cold War exclusive content, and we've got a decent amount of content here that we have confirmed. For instance, we know the map Rush from Black Ops 2 is in fact returning with the mid-season update. This is basically a giant paintball course. It's actually a really good map in my opinion. I loved it back in BO2 as a DLC map. That'll be back in the rotation for Cold War come Season 4 Reloaded. We also have the OG mode, Capture the Flag, making its return to multiplayer in Season 4 Reloaded. This mode is going to debut with the update, so if you are a CTF fan, that'll be back in the mode rotation as well. Then, as I alluded to earlier, for Zombies, we have Mauer der Toten dropping as the next storyline installment for the whole Zombies universe. This map takes place just after the events of Operation Excision in Outbreak, and it takes place in Berlin. So, Zombies fans, you finally have some big content coming with the next major update. Now, the only other thing for Cold War that could be coming with the mid-season update is that of a potential free play weekend or free play week. Sometimes they do it longer, sometimes they do it shorter. This is not confirmed though, but considering they've been doing like the whole play multiplayer and zombies for free, I'd say the best time for them to do that would be with a new zombies map and with a new multiplayer map releasing. So I think we may finally see a free experience offer take place for Season 4 shortly after the Reloaded update goes live. As we get any new information on that though, I'll be sure to keep you guys updated. And then outside of all of that stuff, to fill out the rest of Season 4, of course, we're going to have all the basic weekly playlist updates in Warzone and in Cold War, then also over in Modern Warfare as well. But specifically for Modern Warfare, really, I wouldn't expect anything outside of that. We may see some of that missing content added in. Chances are we probably won't, though. Just sort of how it is at this point. But of course, we also have the basic weekly updates coming outside of the big major Season 4 Reloaded update, which is going to have major patch notes for weapon tuning and gameplay fixes for Cold War and Warzone. And when the time comes and all that is available, we'll of course be covering it right here on the channel. But with all of that being said, that is effectively everything we now know about the Season 4 Reloaded update, what we can expect for content, and pretty much everything else in between. And that's going to wrap things up for today. If you enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like on it. And of course, if you're new to the channel or if you haven't already subscribed, I am always covering everything going on in COD, the latest news, updates, loadouts, tips, and pretty much everything else going on. So feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. That way you'll always know whenever I upload a new video. As always, if you want to check out any of my partners, be sure to use code WHosImmortal for a discount on all Scuff, G Fuel, Gamer Advantage, and Control Freak products. And links for all those can be found down in the description below. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.